So hello guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. Only a few days ago, the unfortunate news of the passing of 12-year-old student of Chrisland College, Whitney ADENIRAN, filled the internet. According to Mrs. Blessing ADENIRAN, Whitney's mother, Whitney left the house hale, healthy and hearty on the 9th of February. She left to attend the school's inter-house sporting competition, which she was slated to participate in the March Past contest. Her mom attended the event and had waited, longing to see her daughter participate in the event, but she didn't. She then proceeded to search for her child, and she was informed by another student that Whitney had slumped and had been rushed to the hospital. Upon getting to the hospital, she met her baby dead, just like that. And although the physicians suggested the possibility of a cardiac arrest, Mrs. ADENIRAN is not buying that. She is 100% convinced that there is something the school is not telling her about her daughter's sudden demise. Hence, she is demanding for the truth. So that was a quick background information in the interest of those that may have missed out the first video. I'm going to leave the link of the first video that I did with more details about how all of this started. I'll leave that link right in the description box. So I committed to updating us and carrying us along on this case as more and more facts come to light. So yes, we have important updates. First, the Lagos State government, through its Ministry of Education, has ordered an immediate closure of Chrisland School. Temporal closure, I must add, pending the conclusion of investigations. Although this may be considered as a good start, as it will be totally insensitive for learning and activities to just continue even when Whitney has not even turned cold yet, a good number of people seem not to be excited at all about this development. According to them, this is not the first time that the Lagos State government will shut down that school, and before one can bat an eyelid, they have reopened the school. Worse is reopening it without any clear results achieved, or should I say made public. So according to them, a temporal shutdown is nothing to celebrate. Don't forget that sometime last year, when Chrisland had this issue with their pupils that went to Dubai and were engaged in the act of intercourse, the Lagos State government also ordered for the shutdown of the school, and it wasn't long before the school was reopened. So according to a lot of people, this is nothing to celebrate. It is just normal protocol which the government is trying to do, so it may look as though it is intervening in the matter. Well, we're going to see about that, but the fact remains now that that school has been shut down. Now, secondly, the second update, and very importantly, there is a very serious dimension that has emerged about Whitney's passing. One so serious that, if confirmed as a fact, can change the whole course of this case very drastically. We will recall that the school claimed that Whitney just slumped and passed. She hadn't participated in the March Past. She hadn't engaged in any other sporting activity. No physical activity at all. According to them, she was just standing and slumped and died on the spot, because the hospital confirmed that she was brought in dead. Now, that is the school's version of what happened. There is another version making the round via voice notes. That voice note is allegedly from a student of that institution who witnessed the incident. Now, according to this voice notes and the version of this child, whose identity or authenticity I cannot confirm, she said that Whitney did not just slump and die, but Whitney was electrocuted. According to this child via this voice notes, Whitney on that fateful day had gone to buy cotton candy. There was a stand for cotton candy and popcorn and all of those confectionaries, and Whitney had gone to purchase some, and there were naked wires springing all around that machine, and Whitney had mistakenly put her hand on one of those wires and she was electrocuted.
So they went for inter-house sports, and in my old school, for inter-house sports, you go to a stadium. Yeah, so you go to the stadium, and in the stadium there are cotton candy machines, popcorn machines, and stuff like that. So Whitney always buy cotton candy and popcorn, that's what she always does. So she went there, and she was oh, let me buy some cotton candy, right? And thought nothing of it. She was so excited for inter-house sports, and then her hands were now wet, and she now mistakenly touched one of the cotton candy parts, and then she now got electrocuted, and then she now fainted, and her mouth was foaming, her veins were bulging.
Although, as I already mentioned, that I cannot confirm the genuineness of this version because one, there is no face to this voice. Two, this is the internet and anything can be put out there. Yes, but a lot of people are quite taken to this version, to this narration of the incident, rather than the story of a cardiac arrest. And I'll tell you why. When Whitney's mother went to the hospital, she gave account of the physical state at which she found her daughter. She said that Whitney's tongue, her mouth, her teeth, all of the mouth region was black. And a lot of people are asking, is blackness or the mouth looking burnt part of the results of a cardiac arrest? So they are more taken to the story of electrocution because Whitney's clinical examination, the physical first eye examination, points more to an electrocution than a heart failure. So to many, that is more plausible, that is more believable, that is more likely than the story the school is trying to sell. Well, at this point, I strongly believe that nothing can be more important right now and urgent as much as the need for an autopsy. We're going to get to the autopsy part of this video. Just sit back and listen. But it is clear that an autopsy is one of the few things, if not the only thing, that can give us for certain the cause of that little child's passing. Let's go to the third update. The authorities of Chrisland has now officially acknowledged the incident. They have released an official statement to that effect. It's a little bit lengthy, so I wouldn't bore you with all of the details. The first and second paragraph was basically sympathizing with the family of Whitney, expressing their heartfelt condolences and all of that, asking for prayers for the family. But since Whitney's passing is now perceived suspiciously rather than as an act of God, the third and fourth paragraph is of more importance to us. Let me read it briefly. The school said in its official press statement that, I quote, "In spontaneous response to the incident, we immediately contacted all regulatory institutions and especially the police to establish the cause of this unfortunate exit through autopsy. We shall in due course update all parents with a full report of the incident." So yes, it's good to know that the school also acknowledges that Whitney's demise is viewed in a very suspicious way and hence the involvement of the police. They have also acknowledged that they're going to be working closely with the family to get an autopsy done, which we will all agree is the way forward in unraveling this mystery surrounding Whitney's demise. Now, talking about autopsy, let's move to the fourth update. We recall that Whitney's mother had made it clear that she didn't have any interest in an autopsy. According to her, in her own words, she said that she didn't want her daughter being cut open and, vandalized that way. So she just wanted the school to come out and say the truth so she can have some closure and lay her daughter to Mother Earth in peace. Well, unfortunately, it's not her call anymore. It doesn't rest in her because this is now being viewed as a crime. An autopsy has now become unavoidable as that is the only way we can put all this speculation to rest. So the Lagos State government, through its Attorney General / Commissioner of Justice, has now ordered a coroner's inquest to determine and unravel the true cause of Whitney's passing. So for those that do not know what that means, a coroner's inquest is some sort of an inquiry or an investigation as to the cause of an unexplained, violent or sudden death. It is mostly resorted to establish or rule out the existence of foul play in the passing of somebody. So that is a good one. That is a good update. That is the right step in the right direction. So I'm looking forward to, and I believe you two are looking forward to, getting the report of that coroner's inquest. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Talking about updates, it's also important to mention that Whitney's father has now reacted on the demise of his daughter. And just like his wife, he strongly believes that the school is not saying all there is to know concerning his daughter's sudden passing.
My child died at the venue in the stadium. Your nurse confirmed that. And your nurse knew exactly what happened to my child. What I'm asking Christians to do is to come out, admit their errors, speak the truth, and let my daughter rest.
He has called on the Ministry of Justice, the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Health to all intervene in this matter. He has also called well-being Nigerians, you and I, to lend our voices to ensure that the whole truth is unraveled, and if there's any foul play, justice is served. He has also promised that he's going to be taking Chrisland to court. So this is not a matter of I beg, let us settle it behind closed doors. No, he has insisted that this matter will go to court. Let the judge be the one to determine if the school was actually criminally negligent, leaving those children there in an inter-house sports without adequate provision in the event of a medical emergency. Now, talking about Mr. ADENIRAN and what he said, there was something very fishy that he mentioned, something that didn't sit so well with me.
Chrisland School were the one discouraging me from autopsy.
So guys, I'm curious to know why in the world the school will be discouraging the parents from running an autopsy on their child. Their healthy child who just walked out of the house with her 2 legs in the morning and died before evening. The school should even be encouraging the parents to run an autopsy, the post-mortem examination, to determine the cause. So why was the school, if what Mr. ADENIRAN said is true, why would Chrisland be discouraging him from running an autopsy on his child? Well, what force could possibly compel a man more than the desire to get to the bottom of his baby's sudden passing? Mr. ADENIRAN is resolved to proceed with an autopsy. It has been signed by the court, and all things being equal, by now, the police must have taken that application to the pathology department of the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital for a full post-mortem examination to be conducted. We are very, very, very keenly waiting for that result, and you can be sure that as soon as the report is out and made public, I would update you. Also, on this postmortem examination, a lot of people have expressed their concerns, their worry about Mr. ADENIRAN revealing the location at which this autopsy will be conducted. They fear that that would increase the risk of doctoring and, fraud and bribe and cover up, that it might undermine its authenticity. So he should have kept it a secret. What do you think about that? Personally, I believe that any pathologist that finds himself handling this case will know for sure without being told that this is a very sensitive one, and any game or foul play can lead to him not only losing his license but landing him behind bars. So given how sensitive this case is, I doubt that any doctor would want to put himself and his life and his freedom in jeopardy. In conclusion of this video, it is indeed refreshing to know that a lot of people have lent their voice to the ADENIRANs, public figures included, celebrities included, people like Mercy Johnson, Tiana's Empire, Iyabo Ojo. Many of them have written publicly demanding to know the truth about what happened to that child. So yes, that is a good one, because these people have what we call the power of influence. Even the parents forum of that school, the executives of the association, the parents association, have also come out pledging their solidarity and support for the ADENIRANs.
What you need to do is to stand by you as a parent and also investigate with the school what has happened, and then make sure we take a position. Parents, please take a position in this matter.
Take your position,
and we'll let you know what's going to happen.
And let me know. Thank you.
Please, thank you so much. Know that we are with you all the way.
Thank you.
Please, just know that we are with you.
Thank you.
So yes, there's a lot of pressure from all quarters on the school to divulge more information about what happened to Whitney ADENIRAN on the 9th of February in Agege Stadium. I do hope we get the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And as you can bet, I'll be following up very closely on this case, on the autopsy reports, on all updates, all new facts coming up, and I will certainly bring it to your knowledge as I do. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not. Do give this video a big thumbs up. Drop all your feelings in the comment section. Do you think it's a cardiac arrest? Are you leaning towards the supposition of an electrocution? Do share all your thoughts and feelings down in the comment section. Thank you again so much for watching. It's me again, your girl Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye.